Hey, Richard.
Hey, Nisa, how are you?
Great, 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 great. So,
Excellent.
whatever happened with Cam?
I don't know. Uh,
Because he programmed in and everything. I just assumed that he was going to be here.
oh,
Not
okay.
because I was wrapping up a class. So,
Okay.
so let me just ask him.
Yeah, works.
All right. So, how you been? How was your week?
Uh, my week it was great. Um, it was uh, I had a lot of work, and yeah, it was a very tired week. I had a lot of work, but uh, it finally ends today.
It
It ended,
finally
so
ends today.
it's
That
great.
sounds. That sounds.
Yeah,
That's like an obscure way of saying it. It ends
I know.
today.
It ends today.
Teacher Cam says,
Yeah, finally.
I will." Teacher Cam says, "I will be here."
Okay.
What's today's subject, Nissan? Oh, wouldn't you like to know, Herman? What subject would you like to talk about today? Let us know. And in the meantime, what are your plans for the weekend, uh, Richard? Richard.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to we're going to Los Santos. It's a small town, very near from here, from Cabo. And they had a festival there. Uh, that it's about the fruit that is the mango. It's, I don't know. It's all about the mango, and then they make a lot of uh, a lot of celebrities about this fruit. So I think it's we have some friends that they had family there. So well, it's great. They just make a lot of dishes with mango, and they just had bands of groups that they're playing there, they're performing, and well, it's a really family event. So I think we will spend Sunday there. Ah, that's right. That's festival. That's
All
it's
right.
yeah,
Todos Santos.
Los Santos Festival. Exactly.
Oh my
But it's
God, I need my glasses. This is happening in. Thank you so much.
it, it, it's Los Santos.
It doesn't even say. La Paz.
Todos
Okay.
Santos,
Oh,
La
Todos Santos.
Paz.
Todos Santos is the name of the
Baja
place.
California South, Sur.
I had no idea. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Los Santos is a town. It's they call it. It's like a magic town, or it's yes, magic town. I don't know. It's in
Yeah,
English,
magical
but
town.
it's a magical town. So it's really clean. It's just very. Uh, they
That
had a lot
area,
of.
Nissan, Todos Santos and Cerritos and all that coast in Mexico is the new. Baja California Sur is becoming the new Quintana Roo. Of course, never to compare because we don't have the beauty of the place. Actually, but because of the ambience and it's new and it's growing, so it's a growing town. Todos Santos is a growing town, and the area is one of the fastest growing areas, real estate speaking. Right, Richard?
Oh wow.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. You're right. They have a lot of Americans live there, and they love it. And it's I don't know. I think it's very. It's I don't know. Yes. It's full of foreigners.
Is the new
Yes,
Cabo.
exactly.
Oh, for real?
Uh,
How far
Yeah,
is
somehow.
it?
perhaps
How, how far
it's
is
like
it?
San Miguel de Allende. You know,
Right?
it's
Yeah, yeah.
really.
That's actually what I was thinking of when you said
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
were
It's
when you were
more like that.
describing it.
Yes.
Todos
Yeah.
Santos is
Yeah.
the area, like the zone, like I don't know in kilometers, but you know the three. I think it's a municipality, not even the municipality. The area, the zone, is becoming the new Cabo. It's very is growing a lot, and it's
Yeah.
growing good. You know, so and they
Hmm.
have more water than in Cabo, so that's good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
how
cool.
cheap is it to buy
For
land
now.
there? Do you know?
Yeah.
To what?
To
We lost
buy
you.
land.
Yes.
Ah, there you go.
Sorry, this is Cabo right here. This is San Jose. This is
All
San
right.
Lucas. And then here on to your left, the is the Pacific Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean is where Todos Santos is.
Oh, okay. I see it. All right.
You know,
So that's a what? 30-minute drive? Uh,
no, like an hour and a half.
like an hour and a half. Like an hour and a half. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. It's
and
like an hour from Cabo. Yeah.
right from San Lucas, it's like an hour. From San Jose, it's like an hour and a
Exactly.
half.
Yeah.
So, and then you have this other part, which is La Ribera, which is the Mar de Cortés part, which is very quiet. This is quiet, right here.
Yeah. Yeah. The
So these
sea
two
in the
parts.
Pacific is very violent. Yeah. Very
So
wild.
tell me, Richard, maybe you know about properties to buy in those places. Do you know how much we're talking about? Because Neeson and I have been saving our money that we get from YouTube and everything. So we might think that we might buy a land and build a hotel. Can you imagine?
Imagine that.
Yeah. The thing it's like Todos Santos is really getting. I don't. It's very. How to say it's becoming. It's like getting dollar rates. I don't know. Everything is in dollars, so it's
Dollarized.
uh dollar rates. I don't know if it's just like
Is the
expression.
word
There's a
dollarized? Yes.
it's been dollar rates. So the lands are some of them are very expensive, and there are like two parts. That Santander is divided in two. Like you say that the municipality, and then there is another like the local people there name the second Toro Santos. I don't know. It's full of foreigners. It's really
Mm.
full of
And
them,
Hotel
and
California is
the
there.
no, it's the Hotel
Oh,
California is in the municipality. Ah, okay, yeah,
Right.
I know what you're talking. Yes, yes, the exactly is in Todos Santos. Yes.
the
The
one from the
famous
song.
Hotel California. Exactly.
Right.
So you can
Yeah.
imagine the area around here is desertic. I mean, you can see this is a big mountain here,
Right.
whatever this is. This is a mountain thing. Well, not a mountain, but a ridge. This is a whole ridge right here. So you can imagine this is sand. This is the desert, and boom, the beach. So you can imagine
And the other
it's nice.
in the green area, it's of trees. It's just like a forest. I don't know. It's the Sierra. I don't
Yep,
know. It's
it's really
it's really
nice.
nice.
This
You have three different wears in different I don't know climates in that area. It's really nice.
Yeah, and here El Pescadero and Cerritos. This is becoming. This is nothing. You can see there's not even streets, but it's starting. So here, yeah, you can
Mm,
find like here you can find a small family owned hotel, 8 rooms that in let's say 10 years is going to be a resort. I know that.
yeah,
You
for
see what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah.
I think this is the future here of this side. and on this side, this is
in Rivera.
the
Yeah,
future. No, they even
yeah,
have a Four Seasons. You know, one of the
exactly.
most
That's
prestigious.
they're building there. Yeah, that's resort.
And they are
It's
building houses, very like $65 million houses. Can you imagine that, Nissan? $60
I,
million houses
yeah,
in
I can.
Mexico.
Oh wow. No,
In
I can't.
Beverly Hills, it would be a mansion.
Right, right. No, I can't really imagine it.
Yeah, that is going on in this country, right? Um, Richard,
yes, in this. Yeah, you're right. Yes, it's.
was this the most expensive transaction that you have seen going on in your job in this area? Well, in this state, Richard, in this city, maybe
Mm,
in this town.
yeah, I think it's. I think there are higher, but I think it's like $9 million.
Nine
It's nine. Yeah, it's not so. I think it's not so big, but
is not a
$9 million.
mansion,
It's like
but it's bigger than my
yeah, it's
house.
really. It's really it's like 180 millions of pesos. So it's really maybe more. Yeah,
You
it's
can
really
tell, no? That's
yeah.
crazy.
There is a the playita. I don't know you have been there. It's really
I
near
don't know.
from you are. It's
Mm,
they had a fundadores and all
Where is it?
these developments. It's in San Jose. It's
La Playa,
Eastscape. What is Eastscape?
Escape,
Yeah, Eastscape Beach. La
Escape
Playita.
Road.
It's a small town from of San Jose. It's next to San Jose, next to the municipality. When you went to the
Okay.
downtown, I don't know. It's
Yes,
really
it's right
really
here.
near. But
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's
No, in San
well,
Lucas or in
they
San
had a
Jose?
lot
What?
of. No, it's
Um,
in San Jose. In San Jose.
oh man, I'm crazy. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, yeah. This is downtown, I guess,
Yeah,
and this is
you see the
downtown.
Eastgate. There is Eastgate Road. You say you
Yes.
see Eastgate Road? Yes, that it's there. I think it's Arroyo. Yeah. Mhm.
So around here.
Yeah, because there is a dolphin. Where is dolphin discovery? Is that area, and there is
Okay.
area take you to Deepscape Beach and all the of that area. And even you can take a road. It's a very bad road because it's all of air. It's sand. It's to Los Santos. You can take. Oh yeah,
Here,
that's very. It's
here's where I can park my yacht.
yeah, yeah.
I
Actually, I was
remember.
Definitely.
looking for a
I
place.
remember it. Yeah, I remember it. I remember it.
I remember.
Those
No, I
crazy
don't
parties.
remember. I
Oh,
never been there, and I live here.
Nissan, you should move to here to Cabo. It's really nice.
Yeah, man.
I was about to say. I wonder who's paying you for promoting. No, no. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been there once or twice. I don't even remember, but it's beautiful. It just, but it intimidates me. Like, you know, thinking about how expensive it might be for me to live there. I guess because I've already found my way around the city here, so
Mm.
I don't know. Yeah,
No, yeah, no. Mexico City is very welcoming.
right.
I think that here the city is not very welcoming. Probably the hotels are.
Mm-hmm.
Hotels are welcoming, and because I mean, if you want a job and you don't care about what, don't worry, they have a job
Oh,
for you.
that is the point. We talked about this Cam and I the other day. We are too old to start from scratch. Yeah, like me thinking about just moving to another place and apply
Changing
for a job
ditches,
at some hotel. yeah, switching occupations
It's not gonna
and
happen.
yeah, and sacrificing all that time and effort that you usually have to in your 20s, to get
Right.
to a point where you can be independent and support a family and everything. I'm not gonna do that anymore. Like I like what I do now. I'm comfortable, got a bunch of free time. uh,
Right.
I would have to kiss that goodbye if I ever dare to.
Right. Would you ever
Well,
change ways, Richard? Would you ever switch lanes like that from being a lawyer into like being something else? I mean, probably if it represented you more, income or
uh, do you mean like switching areas? I don't know. It's like
Like
not
work,
areas,
like
no,
doing
the
something else.
whole your whole career.
yeah, like for example, like ending up
Oh,
working in
yeah, yeah,
logistics in Canada,
S-
because
yeah,
that's the
yes,
opportunity
yeah.
you had to take.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. It's difficult for me because it's I don't know what I can do. Well, I think I can do a lot of things, but I don't know. It's complicated for me because I think I'm been a lawyer all my life, so I don't know what else to do. And then really
Right.
bad another thing, like I don't know, to fix something in my house is really something that's really complicated for me. So it's I don't know, but yeah, yeah, I think it's because one of my I don't know my desire it's someday or maybe change from I don't know to Canada, move to something like that, to change completely my life and that could be a very yeah I think that it's like every well I seen a lot of videos or watching many I don't know opinions and then they say that Canada is really good for living and for having a new career or having a new life. But what I see is that, for example, if you're in Mexico, I don't know, at a doctor, they in Canada, you have to, I don't know, deliver food, something like that. It's really,
Maybe that's the
really
new
opposite.
question.
Yeah,
Why
that's
Canada?
really.
Why do people think Canada is all that? I'm gonna tell you, Richard. I
Maybe
have
it's
I have
something
a
about marketing. I don't know. Yeah,
what?
but, about marketing, it's just that they selling the idea that it's the ideal place or no, it's a really good place. But I don't know. It's just.
I was talking to a friend of mine. We grew up together when we
Hmm.
met when we were I was 4, he was 5. So we've
Yeah.
known Rich, for life, So now he lives in Canada. He lives in Montreal. Well, to me, it's
Okay.
Montreal. To him, is out Montreal. you know. So
Okay.
he lives there and thing, and we were talking about like, hey, what you doing? He works for a warehouse, and then he makes good money. He owns he's paying a house. He has a car. Not a new car, but a car. He
Yeah.
has his family is okay. He works his ass off.
Right.
You
And
know,
how old is he?
my age,
Right.
and he's been doing it for the last 10 years. I think 15 years now, he's a citizen and everything. It's like he's okay there. And then I say, yo, but how much do you really make? A month. And then I said, whoa, that's not too far from what I'm making here in Mexico. I'm not even making a lot of money. I'm just, barely hanging. So I said, well, and really, I don't work my ass off. That's one. I can see my family. I could see my friends. I could have a good time.
Have a swim every now
Right.
and then.
And in Canada, I mean, now it's summer, so it's like nice weather, like bearable. But he says there's 4 months. You have to smile all you can. because later on you're gonna be sad. Like all those months, all those 8 other months, you're gonna be sad. Like changing the tires of your car, to turning your radiator on, to getting worn out.
You gotta have your snow set and your regular set of tires,
Not
right?
really. Your regular set and your summer set. See what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Oh, right. Yeah, because it's yeah.
So what I'm saying is that sometimes I think,
Right.
however, he lives in a cold place where opportunities are like, why don't you come here? He says, like, man, after COVID, like post COVID, like everybody left and they're paying, I don't know, $22 an hour because nobody wants to work, especially in certain jobs. And I say, all right, and well, what about the documentation, right? And then he says, no, not really. Now they're very flexible, this and that. And then I said, oh, I don't know. But then I said, God, if Mexico weren't so unstable and violent, it would be perfect. It would be the perfect place if it weren't so unstable and violent. Let's go vulgar and say corrupt and blah blah blah. If it weren't like that, man, it would be a great place to live. And if the streets were good everywhere, you know,
I totally agree. Yes.
because now you wouldn't move. I mean, if it were, if
Right.
it had 3 or 4 details fixed,
Yeah.
you wouldn't think of. I mean, Canadians are coming to Mexico, no, Richard?
Yeah.
Like, we only go there because of the economical system. But now, if you follow the news, guys, maybe you can comment on this. Is there such thing? Have you heard of the super peso?
I haven't.
Yeah, the super
No.
peso, like you see, the dollar
Yeah.
is basically the
Yeah.
standard, currency around the world, and then you have
Yeah.
all the currencies, including the euro. The euro is
Yeah.
going down.
Our balance.
All the
Yes.
sterling pound, all of them are going down.
Right.
They were higher. Now they're going up back to where to now at $1. And the only one of the only currencies that have stayed like stable is the peso. You know, like the peso's
Yeah.
still 20 some. I mean, actually, it's going up.
Going
You
down.
know,
Going up. Okay.
and all of so now we pay $20, 20 pesos for an euro. We used to pay
Yeah.
22. You remember?
All right.
So the peso is strong because I mean, I don't want to get political now. Plus, I'm playing the devil advocate, but the government is not overspending money or asking for money that is not his. So he says, "Oh, really? So you're gonna be so it's good, man. The peso is strong. Have you noticed this, Richard, in any transactions that you have had?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's really, yeah. This is one of the exchange rate is one of the concerns. And now the other thing is the rates, because for example in the states the rates that they're being higher, and there are these rates are being higher, and then, well, because of that, here in Mexico rates are also getting higher, and that's something that's is really get. So now in some transactions there is it's an issue, even a deal breaker, because this,
Mm.
for if you are going to hire a financing or getting a loan and on a property, it's really an issue. But yeah, well, it's all affects all the that it's happening in the states affects here in Mexico a lot, and it's really a consequence of that. So yeah, we've been facing that,
What's
and
what's the most recurrent complaint Americans have here in Mexico? Well, here in capital,
about what
about what exactly? About anything. I
about
mean,
well,
regarding what you know. like houses system, the legal system. I don't know, people. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
you've heard
yeah,
complaints.
but yes, well, one of the things that some of them maybe are complicated for foreigners or for the Americans, it's that here the legal system in Mexico, it's I don't know, more formal. They had a more we had more formalities. Then in the States, it's just you sign some paper and then you had a new house, and that's it. But here in Mexico, no, it's a really sometimes it's a really long process. It's maybe I don't know. I've seen closings, a real estate closing that's is they last maybe a year because of many factors, many things, but it's really complicated for them because they have to. And here, for example, they have to deal with the bank, the fee should be sure because they can own properties directly because they have to go to the bank and they have to hire the services of the fiduciary that we call the fiduciary. So they have to pay more money because of that. And well, they have to deal with the notary and they have a lot of things. It's really boring, but
That's
yeah,
incredible.
it's a process really sometimes it's really burden. It's a burden for them. And I think it's one of them of
And
the
the American
things.
system is totally different. You can buy a house, you can own a company, you can pay
Yeah,
taxes, and not even be in the United States. Not even
yeah.
you.
Well, Mexico, yeah, and here it's the same, but it's I don't know the purpose is the same. But the I don't know the role to get it to the way to get it it's more complicated. But yeah, well, at the
Okay.
end, it's most of them they don't
Complain
understand it.
about that. The
Yeah,
bureaucracy.
yes, exactly. Well, for example, one of the problems that we have here in Cabo that is not related to legal, it's the water. We don't have water
We
here
don't have
in, well,
water.
I think in the country,
Right.
Monterrey,
What
they
you
don't
think
have
of this,
water. I don't know,
Nissan?
but
What we're talking about?
I'm trying to get my head around it because yeah, some of these situations I'm not really familiar with. But
Okay.
one thing I would say is that I don't imagine U.S. people coming here complaining about corruption because that's the leverage they have. That they come and they got that extra wealth, to spend on things and get things done. Perhaps the way they can't back in the back in the U.S. No, because it is there's corruption everywhere, but we have to accept the fact that Mexico, is
No, okay,
has it as
but
an
what
epidemic.
Richard is saying is exactly something like that. That what I understood. What I understood is that probably you have a lot of paperwork in Mexico. That's why you need corruption. But in the States, you don't need that corruption because the paperwork is matter of signing a paper. That's it.
Right, right, yeah, yeah. But that's the thing. That's what I'm not familiar with. How
Oh,
bureaucracy, how thick, let's say, bureaucracy is in the United States. I mean, I know
I
there's
mean, there
this
is.
there's this ongoing war between the factions that want unregulated market versus the ones that want more regulation on the market.
Right.
But the status quo, like the way they are right now, no, I could not say because I've never lived there. Or
Like Richard, if I want to open a business in Mexico, how many days, weeks, or months would it take me?
Uh, well, it depends. It will depend on what kind of business do you want to
Right,
make. I don't know. You want, for example, you are Mexican, right?
right.
You are you? Yeah. So yeah, it's really easy for you. That's for example, you want
As a
to
Mexican,
create. Yeah, you want to create a corporation. Let's. It's maybe a month. I don't know. For example, you want to create a, but it's what I want. It's what uh is what I'm saying to you is what kind of business. What I don't know. Maybe for example, if you want to handle your school, your English school, I don't know. You
Right.
can handle it through a company. You want to incorporate a company, you can do that. You can do that. But this,
Okay.
oh, you want to do it by yourself, like you are an individual. It's okay, but it will depend on what do you want, and it will depend also. I think it's the most important thing. It's in the tax implications that you will have. So the tax benefits that you are looking to have. I don't know. It's that if you sometimes it's better to have a company. I don't know. Maybe you
So
had
in 1 month,
a
you
business.
think?
Well, yeah. In 1 month, it's all about that you have the information and you have the. It's it depends. It depends.
Yeah.
That's one example. If you
Yeah,
want to
I mean
form
the
a
answer.
company, yeah, it's but it would depend what kind of business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the answer is pretty much I understand like about a month. But what he said, I think is really important. It does come down to whether it is really convenient for you to work as a corporation or just as an independent taxpayer,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
right?
For example, if you for well, from the legal side, it's if you for a corporation, you have it's like a shield, because
Yeah,
all the business that you're going to do is
of
through
course.
your company. So if all the implications and the liabilities and responsibilities
Right.
you will have, it will going to direct to your company, not to you. You are going to be a partner of a shareholder or whatever
Yeah, of
you
course.
name
Yeah,
it. But you will only be responsible for the money that you are putting in your company, not for
yeah,
for your whole
yeah,
property.
yeah.
You had a house or you had, I don't know. So it's something that it's like a shield. It's the thing that
Right,
we for a
right.
company. It's like that. Yeah,
Which is
it's
which is what big corporations weaponize in order to
yeah,
to do what they do, monopolize the market.
exactly.
And yeah, of course. But we're talking about small businesses like a language school or small projects where
Yeah.
you might not really need to become a corporation to avoid liability. I mean,
No,
Uh,
no, no,
right?
no. I think it's not necessary. It's just an idea. It's just I don't know. It's just
I thought about opening a school here in Cabo, but
yeah.
big problem. There's no teachers
In
Mm,
Cabo?
here.
Get
Yeah,
out of
really?
here.
no teachers because really, if you like in Mexico City or in any other city, if you if you're not good for this or that, you're not very hardworking, whatever. But you do speak English. What are you gonna do? You're gonna teach some English. In Cabo, if you have that profile,
Oh, okay, I get it.
you're gonna go work for a
Yeah.
hotel because
Right,
you're gonna have to
Hotel.
work a lot,
right.
and all you
You.
need is all your talent is English. So I would have to find like real teachers, to and here maybe for the money they would decide, yeah, I'm a real teacher, but look, I'm making big bucks, carrying luggage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so
Oh,
it's hard
Right.
because you're paying in
yeah.
pesos at the end of the day. Salaries are still in pesos. That's the thing. And
Right.
tips are in dollars. So
Right.
that's a disadvantage,
Hmm.
because, well, man, but I make 2,000 pesos in a day waiting tables.
Right.
Yeah, but you can talk to people, and, well, I don't want to talk to people. I want to work my back off because I want the money. Okay, it's a different approach here. People that come here and speak English, they work for the money. They don't want to change the community like us.
They
They
don't have
don't
a
want to.
call.
They don't want to learn how
Nice.
humans work. They don't want to
Right.
socialize with
They
nobody.
don't
Nah, nah.
have this. What did I
They just
say? They
want
don't
the
have this.
dollars,
They don't have
right,
this
Richard?
calling in
Yeah,
life. Uh,
but um, I think you don't have to had a specific place here in order to have your school. It's like you're doing you are having this new system that is going to through online. It's I don't know. I think it's working because we're here. And yes,
Richard, to be honest, man, it's Friday afternoon. The school is 10, 15 minutes away from your house, and there's a party going on, a conversation club, but instead of Nissan falling asleep and me, well, I'm not falling asleep. Imagine like it's you and us three, probably with music on, maybe four more guys, three more girls. Then we having social club going on, and then you say, "Real, all right, I'm gonna go." I mean, I understand that the online setting is good too for learning, but for socializing, it's always
mm,
better person to person, on site. For socializing,
oh
I
yeah,
think about it. And if you could do it in English, ooh, and if you could drink
yeah,
a whiskey, ooh, oh my God, I'm just
yeah,
distorting everything, right?
yeah. Well, here in Cabo, the good thing is you can do that. It's just going to the bar and there are a lot of people that you can talk to, and so and anyway, so it's
And
really
Americans are like
really
that,
easy.
man. That
They used to talk to you. I don't know. Maybe if they were a little drunk today, they talk to you a lot. I don't know. Or the old people, they like to speak a lot. I don't know. Some of them, or it's just it's 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 really easy. It's really easy to talk to them. Well, to get to them, but the thing of I don't know the difficult that we face is that I don't know, maybe we're too shy, or we're afraid to talk to them. It's I think
no,
it's just mental. Yeah.
they tell you the deepest secrets of their lives in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Mexicans don't do
I
that.
know.
I don't even tell you my real name when I. Where do you live? Why do you want to know? Hey, what about your hey? What about your brother and your no?
you a cop?
Are you a cop? For Americans, you sit down like Forrest Gump. You sit down or you bump into somebody in the supermarket or at the entrance of it, and they will tell you the story when they were in Vietnam, when their wife died, when you know they had I don't know. They will tell you all secrets, in 5 minutes, right, Richard?
Yes, yes. It depends. Of course, depends on the person, but yes, generally they
Right.
are like that. They want to speak. I don't know. Maybe, for example, we had like call it organic market, mercado orgánico, that it's really in San Jose. There are a
Right.
lot of people there, very the elders. I don't know. It's just most of them are Americans, and most of them are foreigners. So they go there, and you can even they talk. I see them taking Spanish classes, and
Mm,
they're very good. Yeah, yeah. It's you can go there. I don't know. It's maybe a very um like it's like hippie I don't know, it's environment. It's just a lot of people that
okay.
they like that. Maybe some
Damn hippies.
uh yeah, no, that's the other,
Those
how do you
scare movies.
yeah, it's people like that, or maybe these guys that are very intellectual and they have glasses. I don't remember how they call it.
Nice.
Hipsters. You're talking about hipsters.
Hipster, exactly
Ah,
that.
okay.
San Jose
Right.
is very hipster as well. It's they had a lot of people like that. That's
I said
very
Nissan because Nissan is intellectual. You need to come, man. You need to come to Cabo.
Nah. I do need to go. Yeah, I need to go.
Yeah,
no, it's very
it's a nice
nice.
place. I
I'm
tell everybody that
crashing
you
your
gotta
window.
come here because now I found not the ghetto way of coming, but the low budget, you know, because like yes, they're well, if now anything is low budget, I think let's not talk about economics, but I think that what do you call it, inflation is
Mm-hmm.
going up, is going up big time
Right.
everywhere now.
Yeah.
In some people, I guess I'm one of those, and so yes, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so there's nothing low budget now, but not the super. There's certain ways of going. However, I think just if you had a business, if you like, if people had some millions there, if anyone listening have some millions, I think it's a good place and time to invest. No, to open. There's a lot of opportunity because there's a lot of uh, overrated, overpriced market that you can take advantage of. Like Spanish classes. I don't know how much they're paying for it, but I know that if you charge them, I don't know, $10 is nothing. It's like a tip. You know,
Right.
is like so they
Yeah.
say not really. So it's happening, man, because a lot of, I mean, this is moving really quick. A few years ago I wasn't here, but I know history, and it wasn't like this. It was really, you've been here, Richard, for 20, 30 years, I don't know, so you've seen it grown.
Yes. Yes. It wasn't like that. No, we had a lot of people now in a lot of developments. I don't know, a lot of we had a lot of people from Mexico, from everywhere, from Europe. You know that we're getting people from receiving people from Spain.
Oh, the
They had a
first
new
flight was
the first flight
inaugurated last week. The first flight.
yeah,
You can see
exactly.
how
So
virgin, Lisa.
The
You can see how
first flight.
virgin it is. The first flight from Spain,
Oh.
direct, right? Spain, Los
Oh,
Santos.
there were no direct flights to.
No,
no,
All
no, they
right.
weren't.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. All right.
so
Nice.
that's how new it is. You know,
Okay.
isn't that Cancun the most visited place in the world?
Right. Yeah. No. Like you say, it's the best time and place to invest right now if you have the capital.
Yes, of course. And if
Yeah. I'm.
you're looking for it,
Yeah,
I think, and if you're young, I guess it's a good
right.
place too, man.
Young money.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
I was wondering. Like besides English, what are the other two languages you get uh, to overhear often in the
None.
streets? No, you don't really
No.
get to.
Spanish, English.
Americans, Canadians.
Okay, so then there's no French, no German,
I
no.
have German neighbors,
Right.
but they're mute. No, I know they, but they don't talk much. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I guess I've met some Israelis. I've met some French, but no, you don't. Like if you go to Walmart,
Right. Yeah,
who
that's
you're
what I
gonna
mean.
find? These 65-year-old George Burns or
Right.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like in Walmart buying a cheap pan or pot,
Right.
yeah,
Or microwave wings.
or a microwave, right? Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to see 50 or 40-year olds, you go to La Mega. And in La Mega, you see 40 and 50-year olds with their teenagers, you know, just buying deli. Boom.
Right. Yeah.
And some tortillas, handmade tortillas, 30 pesos for three of them or something. And they say, oh, give me a tortilla.
Right.
So you can say, God damn. And if you want to see young people, you got to go to San Lucas,
Okay.
where the bars and the parties at the clubs are at.
Right.
So it's like an area. But if you are that American millionaire that you live in Arizona, and then you're sick and tired of Mexicans invading you, maybe you go and invade them, and then you buy a piece of land, boom, and you're happy. But because plus it's the same thing as home, but with a beach and cheaper. You can beat that, and I'm the king of around here, and I don't see anybody around. I just get my F-150, I
Right.
go around this desert, and let's kill iguanas
Chili one.
and read those 13 books I haven't read in these years that I was busy working. You
Right.
know, am I describing it right, Richard, or I am exaggerating?
Yes, I think it's a good place for retirement.
Right?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
retirement, exactly.
Yeah,
yeah.
for these
Maybe you
people.
can you can think about it in a sense. Not for now, but very well, you retire.
I will. Yeah, promise I will.
What
Hey,
age are you gonna
Uh,
retire, Nissan?
um, haven't really thought about it.
You, Richard?
I don't know, but I don't want. It it will sound very, I don't know, dark, but I don't live more than 60 years old. I don't want to be really old, so it's
So you
I
want to
think it will
retire
be
young?
maybe 70, but it will be my, yeah. I don't, I want to, but yes, I
I
don't
was
want to
trying to
live more than
avoid
that.
be. I was trying.
I wish I could say I don't want to live up to 60, but I all I gotta do is just wake up like 3 more days and that's it.
I
I'm
was
there already.
I was trying to keep my dark opinion to myself, and then Richard just
Yeah.
Richard just said that. What I was actually thinking was I don't know if I'm gonna reach retiring age, so I don't think too much about that. But but it's not because
Right.
but it's not because I wouldn't want to. It's because I've been destroying my body for 30 years. Not because I'm like,
Yeah.
I am 60. That's for that's for wussies.
Everybody makes it to like starting at 60, everybody starts falling. Boing,
Right.
boing, 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 boing,
I
boing. But
think
everybody
yeah.
makes it to 60.
Oh yeah. I hope. Well, yeah.
They
I
say
hope
most
I.
people make it at
I hope I
85
do.
in Mexico.
I hope I do. Yeah. I hope I do.
85, God.
85. Yeah.
And maybe in 20 more years you can replace you can replace your liver even better for a new one. You can buy it in I don't know, in Body Depot in the future, and
And
that's it.
yeah. And
So maybe you might live a
sell
hundred, Nathan.
sell the rest of my life to the bank.
Crypto, bro, crypto.
Crypto. Oh no. Crypto.
You believe in crypto, Richard?
I, to be honest, I don't know more, a lot of the subject. I know it's not really legal here because we don't. It's, I don't know. It's just it's well, yes, it's, we don't have some
It's
proper
virtual.
regulations here in Mexico. Yes, it's virtual, but maybe it's the future. It's like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know much. I don't know much about it.
They just found out that it's a scam. They're
Eh,
they're they're backing up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I did, I was invited to join the crypto community and offered to get paid with cryptocurrency. So I had to kind of do my homework, and I looked into it. And yes, what I found out is pretty much a scam, like
Yeah. Okay.
pyramid scheme type of scam. Like yeah, it's good that we don't have a big audience because many people get really triggered when I say this. But crypto is. I don't know if it's gonna be something in 100 years, but right now, fiat is what the world is about. Not
Right.
not
Yeah. No.
monkey, not monkeys on
No
dark.
virtual.
yeah, internet corners.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
All right, guys. So it was a pleasure to have virtually met you today. You know, so I hope you
Yeah.
have a good weekend, a productive one, a healthy one, and I will see you, Richard, tomorrow, and Nathan all my life, I
All
guess.
right.
All right.
yes, you will.
Okay.
Thank
See
you.
you, Nisa, next week. See you.